Yes, she is. I've always known it. Good, so just hold that. Yes. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Adventure in Art. My name is Ben Staley, your resident talking head. That just means I'm the guy in front of the camera around here that does the yabbering, mostly, like 99% of the time. This is a recent beauty shoot in the studio with my friend Dana. I've shot Dana many times over the years. I don't know if, yeah, you've probably seen her on the channel a little bit. Maybe this subway shoot that I did in conjunction with Sammy's Camera here in Los Angeles. Dana's a hairdresser. She's rad. She's got all these cool tattoos and she's got a shaved head. And I love photographing tattoos and texture and character and art, and it just kind of inspires me. And plus I just like cool people and she's a cool person. So it's like I pretty much only want to hang out and be around cool people. Otherwise, why bother?
One last time that I swear I won't call you again.
We're at Chandler Studios, which is in North Hollywood. I use this studio a lot and I really like it. It's one of my faves.
I might need you again, so stick around.
There's not much to say. I guess our goal here, our mission is, Dana's a hairdresser and she has a wig made of real human hair. It's very high quality. She's cut and styled it herself and colored it, I think. We're gonna do some beauty shots in the studio, try and make them look nice and classy. The other times when I've photographed Dana, they've been like out in the wild, like I photographed her in my studio years ago, photographed her back in the woods, photographed her in Griffith Park at the old zoo, one of my favorites. The LA subways. We've never done anything in a studio, so I want to class it up a little bit, make it clean and nice and high quality and be a little more comfortable. So that's the mission. Let's just get right into it. Okay, here's the first setup. Chandler has a big white cyc and I love shooting on a white cyc. They're amazing. They just give you a nice big blank canvas to do whatever you want. The real issue I think in a white cyc is like controlling the light, because it's white and light just bounces around everywhere. And then when you're doing color, which I know I do a lot of black and white, but I love shooting color too, and we're going to do color today. I really got to be careful that the colors don't bleed into each other, and I want to use the color to tell the story. So it's just something we have to be aware of.
So stick around.
On the back of the cyc, I'm using this guy. Whoa, chill out, Ben. This is a Nanlite FC120C. It's an RGB light. I love this thing. So I can just change any color. It's got, you know, like all the colors. So, whoa, still too bright. Let's go back. These things are just fun to play with. You can actually control them with an app too, if you are so inclined. Whoa. That's better. Anyways, I have this thing pointed at the back of the studio. I actually have one of these on it, which is a Fresnel thing, so I can basically just control the size of the spot. And I'm basically just trying to make a nice vignette in the background and just to kind of like formalize the setup. Let's turn this off. Also using a couple of these. This is a Pavo tube, use these all the time. Also RGB, also can dial in any color. Have these little egg carton, why is the name escaping me, whatever these are called. Yeah, this little grid. This basically just helps me control the spill. The light, normally if I didn't have this on here, the light would just go. Well, I'm just controlling it in a very, right where I want, which is kind of backlighting Dana and giving her a little rim light with some color to kind of make her pop out from the background, kind of using opposing colors. Yeah, you get the picture. You can see what I'm doing. It's not complicated. Okay, let's turn this off. Boom. And then lighting Dana, like I have the exact same light that I have up here, which is basically another one of these, but it's the B version, which is only bicolor. Yeah, you can just adjust the color temperature. It's not RGB, it's fine. I don't need to put color on her. So I just have a big softbox, much like I have here, lighting me. It's just putting nice, soft, even light on her head. There's a softbox with a grid on it. Again, grid to just control the spill. That's as much of an explanation as I'm going to give you. I'm shooting all these with this guy. Bing, bing. How do we like this best? Maybe, let's see, let's make this look good. Maybe, yeah, there we go. Maybe up this way. This is a Sigma 85 millimeter 1.4 art lens, DG-DN. My favorite portrait lens. This lens pretty much goes everywhere with me no matter what I'm doing. I just have it in the bag because it's my favorite lens. The way it renders faces, and I just love an 85, a fast 85, and this is my favorite. It's my favorite. So it's what we're using. Okay, so for setup, everything I just described, here we go. Let's look at some pictures. Yeah, I like this. So honestly, okay, here's my challenge on this. I'm just gonna come clean. My challenge was, Dana has these eyelashes put in, the makeup artist put these big eyelashes on her, which is the thing, and the light coming in, I'm having like a really hard time getting a catch light in the eyes, which I want for these beauty portraits. I've got to get this light in your eye. You're perfect. I'm just trying to get this. What did I do? I just directed Dana to kind of look up towards the light mostly, and so the kind of straight onto camera, it didn't really work. I could have relit, and I could have done some things, and I had other lights, and I could have done a pop, and I didn't want to do that. So it's what we did. Yeah, great, awesome. Put your hands right in the middle, because that kind of, yeah, sucks in your elbows a little bit. There we go. This is For the second setup, I want to just switch things up totally. Get rid of all the Nanlites and have an on-camera flash and just do some black and white on-camera flash shots. Here's one. I didn't like it at all. So I scrapped that. All I did is I just took the FC with the softbox and I just had a single light and did this setup with just a single light coming down. I actually really like doing the very simple single light portraits, single light setups, especially in a white cyc, because it bounces off the floor and it gives you lots of fill light. It does bounce off from the area around the cyc, and it sort of lifts all the dark values of the shot anyways. And if you get the right positioning, it can be pretty dope. Yes, I love this. I love what you're doing. I love this. Love this. Yes, yes, more of that, more hands. Yes. Yes, this is amazing. One more, give me one more round. Third setup, I just wanted to do some slow shutter shots. Now, the S1R II has amazing in-body stabilization, and this helps. So I can slow the shutter down. I get a really locked exposure, and then at the last second, I just whip the camera and get these streaks. Pretty cool. Some of these shots you'll blow, some of them won't be any good, but occasionally they'll just be magic, and you just kind of experiment around and just kind of find what movements work best. And I actually just like this sort of improvisational, experimental photography the most. What if you just turn a little bit and we get a little bit of motion with the hair? You know what I mean? Just turn, yeah, exactly. Just turn your whole body and then kind of to the side.
I like that. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
Oh,
Yes!
I like that one.
This is the vibe. Do it again. and I put the flash back on the camera. Now we're getting kind of a little bit of glow on the skin and the streaks. On camera flash and a slow shutter. Love doing this. This works good in crowds. It's cool to do in like bars or nightclubs or out on the street. I pretty much like doing this technique anywhere. So that's all the studio stuff. We had a little time left. We decided to just go outside, forget about the lights, use natural light, get some nice depth, documentary, editorial type images outside. This is where the 85 really shines. With a 1.4, I can make the background go soft. This is actually my sweet spot for photography, and it's really just about finding a location where the background elements are not too distracting. I have plenty of depth. The light is right. I'm just using natural light, so I kind of put Dana in a spot. This is late in the day, but not too late. It's only like late afternoon, so the sun isn't super low. Just kind of put her in a spot where the sun is behind her, giving her a little bit of an edge. I like working this way. It's quick, it's improvisational, it's instinctual. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let's talk about the S1R II just a little bit. What do I love about it? I love the EVF. You know, I've been using the S5IIX for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. And this EVF is a big step up, and it just honestly, it makes the shooting experience much more pleasurable. I love the internal stabilization. I feel like it's amazing. And honestly, I love the colors right out of the camera on this. I barely had to do any editing. I just kind of tweaked the contrast a little bit and just changed the color just a teeny bit, but I love the natural skin tones and I love the color right out of these Lumix cameras. The other thing that I really love is having more megapixels. Do I necessarily need it? No, but it's amazing to have and just to have a little more real estate. Big shout out to Vlada, who did the makeup on Dana, and she's a local LA area makeup artist. And I did 0 retouching on Dana. Of course, she has amazing skin, but the makeup job was subtle but dramatic enough, and I think we really achieved our results. Check out some of Vlada's work on Instagram. So that's it, folks. Little quick beauty shoot. I love doing this. Of course, I love being in the wild places and being out in nature, but it's fun to just get in a studio and be kind of controlled and play with colors and play with lights and have fun. So yeah, hope you liked it. Drop me any questions if you have them, and we'll see you again real soon. Go make some art. Later.
Gonna make you feel so fine when you hear my bass line. My bass line. My bass line. Gonna make you mine when you hear my bass line.